She's like,
Okay. Alright, hey, a couple things here. I'm going to. How many of you have accessed the notes in the past on Canvas at some point this year?
Have what?
Access the notes on Canvas at some point this year. Okay. I'm just trying to put, as well as the notes, a video up. So basically, do a screenshot. So if you're absent, you'll see me working through the problems and hear the talk. I'm gonna try and do both the notes and the video. So it's a little bit of trial here next few days. So if you're absent, you access Canvas, you should be able to get the assignment as well as, and you just won't have the guided notes, but you can always copy them down on another sheet of paper. I'm going to get to the homework here at the end. I'll come down around and check it at the end just because I want to make sure I get through the lesson in a short period. All right, check your answers here. Now, I do want you to write for number 3. And all of these, I want you to write these as ordered pairs. So not just -1, but make it -1, 0. And for number 4, not just -3 and 3, but -3, 0, and 3, 0. So that is the zeros. Now, these look exactly the same, but it asks for something different. It asks for the axis of symmetry. Make sure you have x equals. -3/2 is fine, or if you put -1.5, that is fine. The axis of symmetry is the line that cuts it in half. It will be halfway between the zeros. Okay, so you can use the zeros, or you can just figure out where it is halfway between. X equals 2 would be the axis of symmetry here. And x equals -4. All right, what do you got for number 9? Robbie?
-2.
So you got x equals -2, right?
Yeah.
All right, number 10. Riley, what do you have? Get it. Justice, what do you have?
Number 10.
Number 10. I got it. 3. What did you get? Do you have any? What do you have down?
It's not important. It's fine.
Well, how do you know it's not right?
Because it's nothing like what we said that already.
Brooke, what do you have for 10?
3.
You got 3. X equals 3, right? Angelina, what do you got for 11?
X equals
-3/4. And Michael Carney, what do you got for 12? X equals 1/6. All right, so let's take a look here. X equals -2 would be number 9. Number 10 is x equals 3. X equals -3/4, and x equals 1/6. All right, Max, how do we go about finding this equation or these?
You gotta do the b over 2 times a.
All right, make sure you negative b over 2. Yep, you got to use the formula. You got to use the formula. Okay, for that. All right, so we got axis of symmetry. We got zeros. All right, the next step, and we are on the guided notes now. All right, go ahead and put that away, or keep it somewhere where I can get to it. Hopefully, I'm going to have time here at the end of the period. That will be done 10:33. Should be good.
Lights all by.
Part 2.
Okay.
All right, find the vertex. So if you take a look here, we were on the back of those guided notes from yesterday. Yep, on the second page, or yep, on the front of the second page. Then first one for A, it says y equals 0.25x squared plus 2x plus 3, right? Here's the graph. Looking at this, what is the vertex? looking at this. Zane, do you know? No? Cindy?
Would be -4.
-4? You're close. You gotta give me one more piece of information. -4 what? -1. It is this point right there. Okay, the vertex is a point. So you gotta give me an X and you gotta give me a Y. So in that case, it is -4, -1. So that's the vertex. -4, -1. Okay, so we gotta be able to identify that. Axis of symmetry is gonna cut it in half. So here's what we got. Anytime we got a parabola, couple of key things we wanna know. We wanna know the axis of symmetry. We wanna know the vertex. Okay. We wanna know if there's any zeros. Where does it hit the x-axis? We wanna know all that information. All right, if I give you the graph, it's a little bit easier. All right, now for part B there, y equals -3x squared plus 6x minus 7. All right, you don't have the picture. How can we find the vertex? Okay, without the picture. So any ideas? Right.
Is it assume that the x equals -b over 2a?
What does x equals -b over 2a give us? What did we do that to find from the homework? Okay, we use that to find the what? Axis of symmetry. Now we can use that. Okay, we do need to know. And now if you take a look at this one right here, axis of symmetry always goes through the vertex. So we do need to know that. All right, now if you look at the top of your paper, it does give you the procedure to do that. So take a look there. Now it says once you find the axis of symmetry, you can use it to identify the vertex. All right, here's your steps to find the vertex. Find the axis of symmetry. So we do need that. So x equals. Take the axis of symmetry, whatever that x value is, plug it into the equation to find y. Write the vertex as an ordered pair. So we're going to have to find the x value, plug it in to find the y value. So for this one here, let's figure out what is x equal -b over 2a. All right, from yesterday, do you remember what the a and the b are? Okay, Isabella Carter, do you remember what the a and the b are? What are they in this case?
The b is the -3.
That's not b, that's actually
And
a. A is -3. A is the number with the x squared. Do you remember what the b would be then?
that's 6.
B is the number with the x. Okay, so that would be 6. Whatever number's with the x squared is a. Whatever number's with the x is the b. All right, we're going to substitute it in. So we get x equals negative, b is 6, a is -3, and I get -6 divided by -6, which is just what? 1. That's 1. All right, the vertex is an ordered pair, 2, 4, 3, 8. So what do we do with the 1? We plug it into the equation for x. So now this becomes y equals -3, 1 squared, plus 6 times 1 minus 7. All right, substitute that in, see what you come up with. You all right, John? Lenny, let me know what you get.
-4.
-4? 1 squared is 1. Now you should be able to type this in, you just gotta be careful here. So -3, 1 squared plus 6 times 1 minus 7. Alright, it does give me -4. Vertex. Is 1 -4. Alright, now you need to start tying all this information together. What does that graph look like? Okay, you should be able to give me some things, or at least have an idea of what that graph looks like. It has a vertex at 1 -4. The axis of symmetry. Is that straight? Is that straight? No? There?
Yeah.
Yeah, close enough. That's our axis of symmetry. Styles, which way does that graph open, left or right, or up or down?
We're on C. Which one are we on?
No, I'm asking you a totally different question. Looking at that equation, which way does that graph open, up or down?
Down.
Down, because the negative in front of the x squared. So that means you should have an idea what this graph looks like. That's C.
I'm glad you were paying attention.
Even though you don't need to graph at this point, you need to kind of tie all this together. Okay. Now we're going to be on C. Now we're on C. Alright. Find the vertex for that one. Gotta find the axis symmetry. So you gotta use x equals negative b over 2x. Alright, A is 1. Okay, there's no number in front of the x squared. You make it a 1. B is -4. So I got minus, or the opposite of -4, over 2 times 1 equals 4 divided by 2. So x equals 2. To find the vertex. To find the vertex. Go ahead and plug 2 into the equation. Or to find the y value for it. So you take y equals 2 squared minus 4 times 2 minus 10. Alright, see what you get. Robbie, what do you end up with?
I know it's wrong. I'm confused. I mean, I got it, I figured it out, but I had 4 minus 8 minus 10
What did they give you?
and put it in my calculator.
Oh, you got a calculator?
No.
No? Wait, well, you're.
-14.
Alright, -14. Your vertex is the point 2, -14. Okay. Would that be the lowest point on the graph, or would that be the highest point on the graph? Joey, would that be the lowest point on the graph, or would that be the highest point on the graph?
Lowest.
Lowest, because this x squared means it opens up. The vertex is that point right there. 2, -14. Okay. Alright, see what you get for D. Do that on your own. See what you get. I really watch what you get for your x, because if you get your x incorrect, then you're automatically gonna get your y incorrect. So you have to plug that in. That's your x, then you plug that in the equation. John, what'd you get for x?
2.
2? Alright, I agree, because you got y equals negative b over 2a. B is negative 8. A is 2. Minus negative 8 is positive 8 over 4 equals 2. I shouldn't say y equals, I should say x equals. Okay, so you get x equals 2. Now take whatever you get for x, plug it into the equation, figure out what your y value is. So John, what'd you end up getting for y? Negative 5. So I got 2 squared is 4 times 2 is 8. Minus 16 plus 3. It does look like it is negative 5. Make sure though you write, you're clear. You're clear in how you write that. Vertex, right as a point. So 2 negative 5. All right, so that's fine in the vertex. Let's see something here. All right, that bottom problem. It says the graph. All right, this is where you gotta put some things together. If you figure out how to do this, it's not that bad, but you gotta make sure you kind of wade through all the information to figure out what you need. It says the graph of f of x equals negative 0.06 x squared plus 0.6 x plus 10.26 can be used to model the height in meters of an arch support for a bridge, where the x-axis represents the water level and y represents the distance in meters from where the arch support enters the water. Can a sailboat that is 14 meters tall pass under the bridge? All right. Here is the case. We want to know, there's your bridge, whether this sailboat will hit the bridge or pass underneath it. What do you need to find? You gotta find what? You gotta find the vertex, because this graph opens down. Okay? We need to find the highest point. All right, let's find the vertex. Now, we don't have as nice numbers. That's okay. So x equals negative b over 2a. B is 0.6. What is A in this case? A is negative 0.06. All right, substitute that in your calculator. Emily Niemeyer, let me know what you get. Emily? Negative 5. All right, do we agree?
No.
I got some notes. All right, let me double check. Negative. Negative 0.6 divided by 2 times negative 0.06. Okay. I got positive 5.
Yeah, I forgot the negative.
Okay. So I got x equals 5. All right, now y equals. So it equals negative 0.06. 5 squared plus 0.6 times 5 plus 10.26. All right, plug that in your calculator. Now for this one, you're better off typing the whole thing in and seeing what you get.
11.75.
All right, 11.75. Let's see, does anybody second that? Cindy, what'd you get?
It's on my calculator.
You took your calculator.
Because you weren't using it. Do that.
11.75. And we agree? Where's your calculator?
Oh, well.
You weren't even doing anything. So,
Brooke, what'd you get?
76.
Somebody did-
7.6?
Yeah, so I thought it was.
Oh, okay. 11.76.
let's see you go.
All right, so this right here is
Exactly.
the 5.
Wait a minute.
Okay, that's our vertex. It tells you y represents the distance in meters from where it enters the water. So basically, this is 11.76 meters high. If the sailboat is 14 meters tall, will it pass under the bridge? No. It will hit it will hit that. Okay, so no, it will not pass under the bridge.
No.
Okay. All right, so now we found the vertex. We use it to solve the problem, a little scenario there. Okay, you don't have a ton of time. Get this down here. I'm going to check your homework. Have that out. Let me come by that now. Check your homework from last night. But let me stop my.
Work checking mine.
Even for me.